like realistically, nobody by design can run infinite plus on block safe threatening pressure forever, right? Exhibit A, 6XL, sure. This is safe, yeah, sure. 2M, probably a bad idea to challenge on this too. And now you're out, right? All right, folks, we are back for more Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising action for you here, and I'm trying to do these about once a week, roughly. We're gonna do some more replay review in the server here. Now, you know, it'd be nice if I could go through lots of them every time, but you know, I just kind of end up doing 30, 40, 50 minutes for each of these like 5-minute recordings. But you know, we'll do our best here. So we have a Granathan, Mr. Fantasy vs. Rising himself. We have versus a Matera, looking for advice versus Matera. There's a lot of messages on this. You might take a quick look at those once we're done. But you know, just so I don't, I want to go in with like a clean mind, just to get my actual opinion out. So we will, we'll look at it first, and then we can see what everyone else said. Possible. Gotta grant my masters, but Elden Ring with buddies takes priority. Yeah, I think these 21 messages right here. I think one of my friends just may have beat the final boss there, which is good because then we can start our own Elden Ring co-op. But yeah, see ya, Faith. Have fun playing Elden Ring. But yeah, so let's see. Belial Milkers / Oddity is my coach. Just what? I feel like I just got flashbangs. You know what I mean? That's not what I was expecting to read, but sure. Cool. She only lets me battle her Matera. I have to work up to her mains, which are Belial and Bubs. Fair enough. He's told me to work on my combos, which I am, and dodging. She tells me she only is button mashing and not playing any differently, and I'm not a threat because I don't combo. Interesting. Okay, so the idea that this person has a coach who's playing, you know, Matera, and the idea, I guess, is like, in theory, right, mashing should be low, like it should be a bad option because it's high risk. Because when you get hit for mashing, right, you take a lot of damage. If the Gran here doesn't have combos, then you get, if they just like far L you twice for mashing on them, then yeah, mashing becomes suddenly pretty high reward, in fact, and pretty low risk. So, okay, let's see what they got for us here. This is a 4-minute video. I mean, listen, guys, it's a 4-minute video, right? There's no way I can go longer than 30 minutes on this, right? Surely, certainly. Okay, let's see. 720p. I believe this means that the combo kills. 15 minutes at best? We can do 2. We can definitely do 2. Bro, don't gamba on that. That's mean. You have to work up to my mains? Yeah. You're 30 years too early to fight my main. Let's turn this down a little bit here. It's gonna be 45 minutes. I'm gonna do my best. Okay, I want to be thorough, but gamba for the break time. Okay, fine. You know. Now people are asking. I'm not gonna try and rig. I'm going to do what I would always normally do. Okay. Let's see. Let's do it. Sorry, you two. Give me a second. Stream wants to bully me about taking too long when I talk. Let's see. Let's say, will the video be longer than 30 minutes? Now, warning, we're already at 3 minutes, right? Yes, no. You guys get 2 minutes to decide. We're already at 3 minutes, so basically I'm gonna take 27 more minutes, right? All right, go for it, I guess. Anyway, let's go. So, let's see how this is. Again, as I'm gonna say this at the beginning of all of these, I think a good thing to do whenever you're looking at your own replays, you're like, I don't even know what I'm looking for, right? Is find times where either you got hit, right, or you lost your turn. Those are usually two. Like that's usually like you'll kind of zoom in on like patterns that are losing you games. If you never get hit and you never lose your turn, you're gonna win, right? Obviously that's infeasible, but like the idea, right? Is, you know, if you never get hit, you never lose your turn, you're gonna win. So those are like the big places to look for, right? Okay. Definitely playing a little bit passive when they're right in each other's face like that. That's okay. Yeah. So I'm kind of looking at who put 20 on brick being less. We'll see. I'm still looking at the idea of like the combo conversion. Seems that they're not bad, but I don't mind like the attempts at approaching the terrace. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Definitely, that's like a tool in this matchup the Bile can definitely use. Again, right? It's like that's pretty good anti-zoning tool. The Bile, I'm about to say like start using that more. Okay, I mean, they're probably a little bit like unnecessary spend of meter right there, right? You had her in the corner already. Probably no needs to actually parry right there. But that's what they got hit a second ago here. What happens? They got parried and then yeah, it's kind of okay. It's kind of pushed themselves out of their pressure, and then it's like Belial's 2M is plus 1 on block, right? But it's kind of like at a certain point you're pushing yourself further and further, and it's like yeah, you're 2U. They have to use like more and more like bigger, slower moves to still have the range to do it, right? 2U there, I mean, they were crouching, right? So that's 2U there's a little bit risky for sure, right? So like they're already crouching. You're like, kind of relying on them standing up to 2U them. So yeah, it's not really like the safest way to structure a pressure necessarily. I mean, if you push yourself out that far, the best way to steal a turn back there is actually 6XL, right? It's 8 frames. Belial's 6XL is huge. So if you want to go like 6XL back, and like that could be the thing you use to like close this gap and like kind of reset and be like back in the blender there. If you do it perfectly, you can. I think 6XL can be 8 frames, right? If you do it like frame part, like you dash and immediately hit L, right, the next frame. So like that might have actually even beaten her little 2M that she stuck out there. I'm not sure how fast Metera's 2M is, but it probably would have gotten crushed anyway. But if they delayed it even a little bit, you could have won. But it's probably like the safest way to try to take a turn back here is 6XL. You could also like throw Fireball or something, right? Like get a little bit further back and then throw Fireball at them. 2U there is a little bit risky, especially when they're already crouching, right? Yeah, and we can see it here again, right? Like, I mean, definitely the coach is probably right about this. Like 2M landing here, this would be like probably a lot of damage off of this, especially to Metera. It's kind of like whiffs it and gets to the pinwheel. He already knows about like the fact about like yes, convert his combos better though, so we're gonna try and like not focus on that quite as much. But we got like a note on how to do that. Ooh, okay. Yeah, a little bit anxious on that DP. And probably no real need to DP here, right? Probably. Like Metera is not that scary. Maybe it's because like it's your coach and like they're better than you at the video games, like you're scared of them. But like from this point, it's like it's not even like you weren't even in a block string, right? It wasn't even like really pressuring you at all. In fact, the thing they just almost whip a button, right? So probably a little bit unnecessary to DP right there. DP is like it's a very strong option. You have to use it like to interrupt your opponent's pressure, not just kind of in neutral like this. Maybe you thought you were interrupting their pressure, but yeah, just like so be a little bit more trigger disciplined, I suppose, doing that. Good spot dodge for the coach, obviously. Yeah, so obviously like definitely a lot of just 2Ms that aren't converting into anything. I mean, even just like baseline is doing like an EX Asmodeus or something. Just that, right? Like probably in a lot of these cases could convert. The little claw, right? Is the Asmodeus if you don't know, if you don't play Belial. It's a B rank Belial, by the way. So we're trying to keep it relatively realistic here. Looks like doing 2M into like an EX Asmodeus probably helps. That could probably just get like a little bit more damage, and also like it's a knockdown, right? So from there you can get a little bit more pressure going. I do like this. I do like the 5U. Okay, the staring contest, sure. I think it is like a good thing for Belial in this matchup, right? Yeah, she can't sweep you from there, just didn't react to it. The metered version, okay, sure. Not sure I really like the use of meter there as much. Yeah, you are minus it for that is the one thing, right? You have to be worried about that. I think it's like minus. It depends on the height of the character. I think it's always minus though. It's like -1 or 2 at best, right? On Metera, it's probably like -2. For like tall characters, it's like -3 or 4 maybe. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's got DP'd there. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I do like the 5Us. Like it really is. This is funny enough. Like this is one of those times where like it really does feel like, you know, we might be less than 30 minutes here because like this really does feel like I don't really hate what the Belial's doing here in general. This really does feel like one of those times though where it's like when you're a lower ranked or you're new to a fighting game, the nice thing about it is there are like little things you can do that just like explode your win rates, right? Make you like so much better. And like it really does feel like right now, just like if you just did a little bit more damage when you hit people, you probably would have won that round right there, right? It's one of like it really is just like if you just like some of those like half of those 2Ms get converted into like double damage they did if they instead of doing like one hit, if you like 2M even into like just EX Asmodeus, Metera is like already dead. Like this at this point, like this parry kills Metera, right? If you were doing like even just like all the 2Ms, they just went to the 2M into EX Asmodeus, right? Super easy hit confirm. Metera dies right here, right? They win that round probably. So it is kind of looking like one of the best things they could do right now really is just level the combos. They already know that though, so I'm gonna try and like not focus on that too much. Kind of see what other things could be doing a little bit better here. Definitely some structuring your pressure a little bit safer. Sweep is not a really super good pressure option most of the time. Depends on the spacing, depends on the situation, obviously. Okay, yeah, just kind of rolling in here. Rolled again, yeah. So I like rolling through the fireballs here. It is the best thing to do, right? About these fireballs for the most part, right? But you gotta like roll reactively. Here you just kind of roll preemptively, just hoping that the timing is gonna go the way you want it to, and you get jumped in and counter it for it, right? Rolling is good, but you want to do it reactively, not preemptively, right? It's because it's a very long animation. It's like 30 frames. It's a counter hit state for a lot of it, right? So again, you want to do those things kind of reactively, not preemptively. This wasn't blocking low there. I mean, I assume the spot dodge might have been a misinput. You must have kind of been like panicking after you got hit. Okay, yeah. This is interesting, right? Like this is just like this is just kind of like you're probably panicking because you're in the corner against Metera, but this is like not a good idea, right? You really are just like hitting buttons here, and that's fine. Like I understand it, right? You don't want to sit there and die. Like just understand the spacing that she's at right here, right? Like you're just not gonna hit her from here, right? Like especially not like that. For the first far L maybe, right? The first far L maybe, like this 2L, and then this far L. This is just like this is not gonna do anything, right? It's only gonna get you killed. It is not. Blocking is a lot better than I think a lot of people think it is, especially when they're new to the game. Like, you know what? Let's reference. Look what happened to you right here, right? You here got defeated. Oh wow! Look at me. I perfectly went back to it. Who is this guy? Yeah, but like right here, you got defeated by blocking, right? Because fighting games are designed, they are structured in such a way that you cannot keep up infinite safe pressure forever, right? It is, and this is something that I think you have to realize when you're playing these games, and it's the thing that makes you realize how good defense is, right? It is by design. No matter how, even Belial has some of the best offense. It's joke, oh, it's always Belial's turn, it's always Belial's turn, right? But like realistically, nobody by design can run infinite plus on block, safe, threatening pressure forever, right? Exhibit A, 6XL, sure. This is safe, yeah, sure. 2M, probably a bad day to challenge on this too. And now you're out, right? Like at this point, you have no safe way to continue. Like 6XL could be mashed on, right? Fireball could be mashed on, 2UX could be mashed on. At this point, you are out. This was not, you didn't lose here to Matera 2M'ing. You lost to Matera blocking, right? Now, when you look on the flip side, you can do a similar thing here too, right? Like when you're all the way over here in the corner with these butterflies, it's a little hard for sure with the butterflies. You can like do some pretty scary pressure here, but like you can win by blocking here, right? Mashing actually is one of the only ways to like guarantee that you die here, right? Especially again, mashing buttons that like will never reach. Again, I understand it's panic, right? I understand how it works. It's like, you know, the idea here is that mashing here is not going to do anything. Blocking is how you get your turn back most of the time. Mashing to take a turn back is actually something you do as like a surprise option or like a risk option or like a call out option, right? Blocking to get your turn back is the default. It is the best way to do it, and the least risky way to do it. As you play more fighting games, you're gonna realize that essentially it is a game of probabilities, right? You are trying to do the thing that gives you the highest chance to win in every different situation. You can't be right 100% of the time. In fact, trying to be right 100% of the time is going to get you killed, right? That it's a bad way to play. It's not just like, I want to be a perfectionist. It's like, I want to strive perfection. No. That's wrong, right? There are very like few objective statements you can make about fighting games. Trying to guess right, like having your fighting game strategy rely on guessing right 100% of the time is objectively wrong. That is not how it works, right? You are trying to maximize risk reward. Mashing here, especially mashing buttons that just like aren't going to reach, is almost minimizing risk reward, right? I know I've been talking about this for a long time, but like I think it's a very important concept of like blocking is how you win on defense, not mashing. Mashing is it's the call out option, right? It's a surprise option to mash on something, right? Hey, let's see. So yeah, you got hit here, gonna eat a whole butterfly combo here. Coward talk, simply be right. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I mean it's a lot. Yeah, for example, right? Look at this, right? Look at how much goddamn damage you took here from mashing, right? Like, yes, in this situation, this is where blocking is scariest, right? Because Matera has all these butterflies. She can like keep her, like with these butterflies, she can keep her turn up for a very long time, right? But like, that is also when it is the scariest to mash. If someone has like some tool out that's letting them extend their block string for longer, it's probably also going to extend their combo when they hit you for mashing, right? All right, let's see. Okay, I mean, that spot touch is a little bit risky, I guess, but it works, sure. Yeah, again, so we see a pattern here, right? DP in neutral, kind of, right? Like this is, even if they didn't backdash here, if you just think about they didn't even backdash here, you're probably still going to, pretty sure Matera could have killed there too, better routing, possibly. It's possibly also holding back on them a little bit. You never know. Yeah, like this DP, even if Matera is right here, right? I guess right where my cursor is. I think you guys can see that, right? Well, I don't think OBS records it, but maybe stream. I don't know. Right where she was before she backdashed, right? Even if she was right here, right? If she didn't backdash, this DP is still not a good idea, right? Like, you kind of want to like use DPs when your opponent's on top of you at the very least. It's always gonna be a guess, kind of, to DP. I was gonna OS it, but yeah, it's a very optimistic DP. You're kind of relying on them running in when you see no evidence of them running in, right? So I only call it out because it's the second time we've seen it, right? We saw another one in neutral. It's a very optimistic DPs, I would call it too, right? DPs, it's kind of the same as smashing, right? DPs are usually super high risk, pretty low reward, right? So you want to use them as conditioning tools, call out options, not your default strategy, right? You want to have like a very good, if you're going to be DPing a lot, you want to just like, you know, condition your opponent, but you have to have reasons behind it. Because if you hit someone with a DP, I mean, if it's not a UDP, you're still in the corner most of the time, and you did like, you know, 1,000 damage. If they block your DP, you take like 7, 8, 9, 10,000 damage depending on the character in your breakpoint situation, right? So it is a very high risk, low reward option a lot of the time. You want to use it, you want to be very calculated in your use of DP. Now at the same time though, the reward is not the damage you do, it's getting out of your opponent's turn, right? The reward of a DP is not the 1,000 damage, it's getting your opponent's turn to be over, right? But like, you still want to be very calculated in how you use your DPs. Hoping a DP will hit, right, is a good way to die. And it did kill you right there, for example, right? All right, let's see what this next game looks like. So far, right, I mean, yes, you know this already, but yes, practice your combos. I will say one thing about that. We're gonna kind of emphasize that at the end too. Maybe we'll hop into training room with Belial at the end here, right? But like, just like do some very, very simple combos. You don't have to do something. You don't have to do something like complicated or optimal. Like even just like very simple combos right now will like triple your damage on hit on average, right, Azure? So like that's something to work about for sure. Definitely the importance of blocking and realizing that blocking wins, like defense wins championships. You get your turn back by blocking. You got killed because Terra blocked you earlier. Do the same thing to them, right? Mashing is scary. Be a little bit less optimistic with the DPs, right? Again, risk reward. The whole thing is about risk reward. Fighting games are all about doing the thing that is most likely to win you the game. On average, if you ran the set 1,000 times, right? What wins you the game most often, right? At least for layer one. For layer one, you can like do some kind of read and something. Yeah, sure. But like layer one, do the thing that wins you the game most often. Yeah. Also, yeah, true. The longer you block, the longer you block, right? The less likely they are to expect you to mash unlimited DP on them. It's also a good point. Yeah, blocking can also be a conditioning tool, right? I mean, you jumped to that anti-air right away. Sure, fine. Maybe that's a habit that the Terra knows about you. Be a little bit more careful, I guess, about jumping at zoners. So I guess one thing to notice here too, right, is Matera's 2H is air blockable, right? So like if you had just like empty jumped at her here, you could have blocked this 2H and it would have been your turn, basically, right? So that's definitely something to note. Matera and Fairy both have air blockable 2Hs. Now her Rain of Stars could work there too, but also it's pretty ass. Has like a big blind spot. You want to condition your opponent to do fake stuff? Yeah, also true. That'd be a little bit too high level for this, Jesse. Talking about a B rank Belial here, right? So I think that's probably a little bit too high level for this, but yeah. You're right in theory, but I don't think that's something he needs to worry. I think he has like lower hanging fruit right now than that. Okay, sure. Oh yeah, okay, so again, the rolls, right? I guess that's something else. The rolls, like preemptively rolling, again, lots of preemptive stuff. Preemptive DPs, preemptive rolls, right? Try and like have evidence like what you're gonna do is gonna work. You can still be wrong, but like have a reason for what you're doing, right? Like why'd you roll here, right? If you like you can maybe have an answer, right? But like if you were paying a bit more attention, she's already flying at you, right? This roll is very unlikely to be a good idea, basically, right? So like have, even if your reason if you have a reason and you were wrong, that's fine. But like every time you look at a replay, you should be like, I had a good reason for doing this, right? But it didn't work. It didn't have to work, right? In fact, sometimes things can work and be bad. It happens a lot to me, right? You can do the wrong thing and have it work, the wrong quote unquote thing. Like you know, something that was like objectively sloppy play, but you got lucky, right? It's not about whether or not it works. It's about if you had a good reason behind what you did. So always like, that's I guess another thing. Look at when you're getting hit in your replays. Look at when you're getting hit. Look at when you're losing your turn. And when you do anything that happens, like makes you lose your turn or get hit, think about what was my reason for doing that. If you have a good reason, then it's not that bad of an idea. And of course, determining what a good reason is can be difficult, but at least like start having that thought process. You'll be better at determining what a good reason is the more you think about it, essentially, right? So like, hey, look, like that was already like a lot more damage than normal, right? Look at this. Auto combo, right? Into pinwheel, into 2M. That's like already a way better conversion you've done so far. I mean, obviously auto combo, you probably know how to do good conversions off of, but like we're gonna have to worry on like stray hits, basically. Okay, sure, pinwheel. Double pinwheel, sure. Tripled, I mean, it's kind of funny. It's probably not, okay. Like, it's probably not a very good use of your meter, to be fair, right? Like, kind of on the topic of like getting more out of your hit conversions, right? Like this is probably just like not, it looks funny, right? But it's probably like not a good way to use 75 meter. But yeah. Yeah, again, the roll here, right? Maybe, okay, I will say, maybe you think that roll is a good idea against this, and that's why you're rolling. It's really not, right? She reacts, like she's gonna recover too fast. Roll is a 29 frame animation, and it's like the last half of it or something. It's only, spot dodge is invincible for most of it, and the last 4 frames are counter hit states. Roll is like invincible for like 18 frames or something, and the last 11 are counter hit states. Something like that. Those exact numbers aren't right, I don't think, but like roll has much more counter hit state to it than spot dodge does. Rolling here is really risky, right? She's gonna recover pretty fast and gonna kill you for it. So like maybe the reasoning here is I think that roll beats this move. If that's the case, roll doesn't beat this move, right? As you've kind of learned now, getting hit by it twice in a row. Fighting games are simply discerning the right way to risk your resources. Yeah. When you're a low rank, blocking long times, figuring out how to run your offense and play the neutral is the biggest thing. So you can worry about the best in slot combos later. Yeah, true. Yes, Jesse, but that's correct. But doing best in slot combos is not what I'm talking about here. Azure is doing like 2Ms to nothing. He's hitting 2Ms and doing nothing else, right? Best in slot combos, I agree, is completely useless for this level, right? But like, or is he just gonna drop them all the time? It's gonna be bad. But like, finding a simple combo you can do 100% of the time is gonna like triple your damage right now. So I think it actually is a pretty big deal for Azure right now. But there's also a lot of other stuff as we've identified right here that he could be doing better for sure. Besides just his combos, right? Okay, yeah, that's you get hit by that sometimes. Also, yeah, I was gonna talk about it too at the end. I'm gonna go into training mode here, I think, in a second here, and then do some combos with Belial. Okay, sure. Just getting comboed in the corner here. That's fine. Okay. I mean, the parry is actually not bad. The best thing you're doing here is probably like using the parry as much as you are. Ah, okay, yeah. Jumped at her again there. empty jumping at zoners sometimes not a bad idea, right? Because like again, their 2 H's are air blockable. You kind of like represent that option a little bit every now and then. Okay, yeah, here, is that a throw? I mean, this must be a misclick, right? You mashed on wake up here. I guess, did you mash on wake up here? I think so, right? Yes, okay. You mashed on wake up here, and then I think you just threw here. Yeah, I assume it's a misinput. Maybe you were trying to super or something, but it's probably just a misinput, right? And you just kind of died for it. Some of the combo trial combos would be good enough for now. I mean, maybe even a little bit simpler, right? Like, okay, so we talked about some of the. I'm not gonna let's go into training mode here for a second, right? What's going on, Suki? Hi. Is Steam still down? Maybe? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me reboot Granblue real quick here. But yeah, like it's what's up, Brickmail? What's going on, Goyaba? We're doing some VOD review here for a Belial. Listen, like again, it's not even like even the training room combos might not be necessary, right? Let me turn off the Monster Hunter Village or music right now. I'll get the actual Granblue stuff on deck real quick. We're dirt poor. Yes, yeah, I agree exactly. Auto combo route, button the special route, Raging Strike route. Exactly what I was gonna say. Belial Milkers is a master Belial, pretty sure, yeah. But they're playing them with the Matera right now to like coach Mr. Azure right there. So yeah, they're not fighting them with the Belial. They're fighting them with the Matera. Like even just doing like I was talking about earlier, even just doing like 2M into Asmodeus, right? Is gonna like triple your damage compared to what you're doing right now, which is just like 2M into nothing. So let's take a look at this for a sec. Like listen, I don't know Belial. I don't know what the good Belial combos are, right? But I'm just gonna like just the idea of like very simple Belial combos can get you really far, right? So we go to I guess let's have Matera on screen because why not? If I can find her, Matera. Oh, there she is. Matera. So like, check it out, right? We talked about all the again. It's not just this, by the way, Azure. If you're watching this right now, again, like even more so than the combos, like one of the big problems for sure, I think, is just like again, we like all the mashing, all like the very optimistic DPs and rolls, things like that, right? Let's take a look at this for a sec, right? If I set her not block, right? So you were doing a lot of like just this, right? That's 900 damage, right? If you just is Modius back? Yeah, it is. Okay. If you just do like this, right? Suddenly that's 2400 damage, right? That's tripling your damage just about. Like this should be like not that hard, right? Like just doing like hit from the 2M into the Asmodeus, right? That could be your combo, right? That could be your. Like, there's no reason that is not your combo right there. It's fine. Why not, right? It works for basically every range too, right? I mean, you and if you want, you can do something a little bit more fancy. Like I don't see why this is fine. Like it's already compared to just doing this. This is 900 damage. This is 2400, right? That's almost 3 times, right? You can learn more fancy stuff as you go. I mean, you already did kind of have like the EX Fireball stuff, right? I actually don't know how to do the EX Fireball stuff, right? How does Belial do his EX Fireball nonsense? Is it like down after the Fireball? It's like where my own lack of knowledge on Belial's specials and how they work is kind of like gonna kill me. Is it just doing the Fireball? No. I mean you probably can just do this though, right? How plus this? Plus 6? You probably just do that into like back medium. Oh, okay. Right? Even just that, right? Like doing like auto combo into just Fireball, nothing special, into Far L into Asmodeus, right? I don't even know how to do Belial's pinwheel stuff, and like that's 4000 damage now, right? And also, yeah, Jesse's right. Doing this into this, right? This is a knockdown, right? So yeah, you can run after them and get a 6XL or something, right? But back medium? Wait, medium after heavy? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, so you can do auto combo like this and Asmodeus, something like that, right? But still, I mean, like that's actually less damage, really. That's less damage just doing this, huh? Interesting. Man, like even like that you could like that's not maybe if that's a little hard with the back medium. Again, doing this literally auto combo into this, into Far L, into Asmodeus is like that also works, right? Like you could do something like this for an auto combo route. If this is too complicated, again, just do auto combo into Asmodeus, right? Why not? That's almost as much damage as 3400 versus. Let me stop having her SSBA on wake up here. That's 3400 damage versus 4100. So still like it's almost as much damage. That's pretty good, right? There's nothing wrong with that. If you have super, you can do just this into super, right? That's like even more damage than what we just talked about, right? If you have SSBA, you can do this auto combo into SSBA. Yeah, like that, and it'll be even more damage, right? You just do this, right? There's no need to do like super fancy stuff. Just like auto combo into special, or auto combo into super, or button into super, or button into special. Why not, right? Like I would actually say like yeah, right now, Azure, depending on I know it's been a while since you posted that, depending on how far along you are, just auto combo into Asmodeus, right? 2M into Asmodeus, auto combo with super, or 2M into super. All this stuff works. Yes, and also, yeah, Raging Strike's not a bad idea either. It's quite simple, right? You can do auto combo into Raging Strike, Raging Chain, close heavy, Raging Strike, Raging Chain, close heavy, raging strike, raging chain. Now you don't, again, you can do this as much or as little as you want, right? And then end with close H Asmodeus. Now you can do if you want to spend 1 brave points, right? Auto combo, raging strike, right? Close H, Asmodeus, right? You can do if you want, you can do auto combo into 2, right? It's up to you entirely, right? You can do 2 of these, raging strike, raging chain, right? Close H, Asmodeus. That's a lot of damage, probably you've noticed, right? So like this also, like when you're new to the game, raging strike, raging chain is a great way to just like get a lot of damage for not a lot of execution, right? This is pretty simple, right? Again, it's auto combo. I think auto combo, and you can also do this with 2M, right? 2M, raging strike, raging chain. Yeah, exactly. What Jesse's just saying right there too. Confirms off any hits, right? If you want far L, right? So you can do far L, raging strike, raging chain, right? Raging strike is hit confirm in a can in this game, right? So you want to do it as much as you can. I mean, the same we were talking about earlier. You can do auto combo into pinwheel, into far L, into raging strike, raging chain. But you can see how like combos are like Lego blocks, and you kind of like learn to put them together, fit them together as you learn more, right? We talked about earlier. We do auto combo into this, right? Into that, into far L Asmodeus, right? We now can do far L into raging strike. So instead of doing far L Asmodeus, we can do auto combo into this, into far L raging strike. There you go, right? Yeah, they work in every situation, right? So I would say, but just like for practical advice, Azure, right? I would say we like for now, depending again, if you've gotten way better at combos, you can look at some of the other stuff we've done here. But like for now, just honestly, 2M. If you had a 2M or like any like even like a sweep works too, right? Into Asmodeus, right? Or into super, or into raging strike, right? Super simple, right? Those are, depending on how much meter you want to spend, how much resource you have, you can do one of those 3. Same thing with auto combo. Auto combo into either Asmodeus, right? Into super, right? Or into raging strike. Asmodeus combos in corner. I mean, it does. Yeah. Like I would even like in corner you can do like the real good stuff is like a 2M into whatever. Like you can also just do like auto combo after this too, right? And then super in the corner or something. Like that's super simple, right? That's not optimal, but who cares about optimal? We're talking about we're still pretty early on in our Granblue career here. That's 7,000 damage. That's pretty damn good, right? So again, in the corner you can do auto combo, right? Into Asmodeus, into auto combo, into super. And the same way we talked about before, you can do auto combo into Asmodeus, right? Into auto combo, into raging strike, right? Same idea, right? Same idea from before, right? Right. So again, once you have once you get to the corner, you need to confirm. Yeah, but sure. Like again, I would say like your confirm can be as simple as this, right? It can be auto combo into Asmodeus, into auto combo into something, any ender you want, right? DP works, right? You can end it in super, you can end it in raging strike, and end it whatever you want. But it's like auto combo into something, right? And there you go. All right. So I think those are, so that's the basic idea, right? Off of any straight hits, you can do one special. You can do raging strike, you can do super. That's it, right? Whether that's a 2M, right? A 2U, an auto combo, right? For the lighter buttons, most of the time you kind of, actually no, for Belial you can do this too, right? Far L goes into Asmodeus also, right? So like even far L, if you get a far L, Asmodeus. It doesn't have to spend EX on it, right? It's like almost any of your specials into Asmodeus works, or any of normals rather into Asmodeus works. Otherwise, you can also, again, raging strike, right? You can do super, you can do whatever you want, right? Belial is very, very forget. He combos off of everything at any time, basically, right? So, but keep it simple. But again, see like where we got to here. Like say we do the thing we talked about earlier. It's like auto combo, right? Asmodeus, right? Auto combo, and then super. Not hard. Again, simple input super. No need to do technical input. It's not gonna get in that case. I'm gonna get you more damage. It's really worth it to do technical input, right? But yeah, 6,780 versus 900. Right? Which is what you were doing most of the time. You just got like a 2M into nothing, right? That's your most point damage by like 8 there, right? So not even that complicated. Huge damage increase. Even just this, right? It's like a 3x damage increase compared to what you were doing before, right? The raging strike, raging chain stuff, like a 8 times damage increase, right? It's kind of gimmick. You don't want to use it hardly ever unless someone is fireballing. I mean, yeah, that's what he was doing it against the projectiles most of the time, right? Which I think is a good idea. Yeah, I mean, so that's what I want to talk about in terms of combos for you, Azure. In terms of like what you were doing earlier with like all the stuff in the neutral, the DPs, the mashing, things like that. We already talked about that, so you get that already. You can go back and check the earlier sets. But yeah, like very simple combo. You use far heavy more? True, yeah, but I mean, also I think far heavy is a lot less useful until you can like consistently hit confirm this first hit, which I don't think will be super easy, right? Like just, I mean, it's still good. Just doing that is still good, right? Like the real strength of far H, so you can like hit confirm and cancel this. But yeah, let's not overload too much, right? I think again, We talked about it enough during the replay right there, right? And then the combos into like the very simple combos here are gonna be a really big deal for you, right? Don't try like you're gonna look on like you're gonna look up Belial combos on YouTube. You're gonna see like some dude doing like some nonsense, like 2L into like far L or something, 2M into far L after his Modius or something. I don't even know what the Belial optimal in the corner is or something, right? But it's like the 2L into like the close L there, right, or something like that, right? The second hit not combo, yeah, you can't special cancel the second hits, right? You can only special cancel the first hit of Belial far H. So you can go like this into that or something. But like, anyway, so yeah, don't look at the way you're gonna look up Belial combos on YouTube and get like optimal stuff, whatever. No, do simple things that you can hit 100% of the time right now and focus on that. And yeah, that is just about gonna do it, I think, Mr. Azure. Hope you found that useful in some way, shape, or form there. Overall, you're in B rank, right? So like, don't worry about too much. You're still new. You still got a lot to learn, right? But yeah, I mean, it's not that bad, right? It's not like you like a little like doing just this, like going from doing this, right, to doing this is gonna like triple your win rates against Matera or something, right? Like, and God forbid you do something like this, right? You're gonna be like, it's gonna be way better, right? So like, just very simple extra layers of hit confirms is gonna be very nice for you, right? With all that being said, that is going to do it for this here replay review. It is over 30 minutes, so I think the bet is going to go towards guys who bet that I would yap. You know what though? I'm proud of myself. 4-minute video, 30-minute VOD review. I'll take that. That's not so bad. But yes, for now, for the YouTube fellas, as you know, any sort of likes, subscribes, comments, bells would be greatly appreciated on this video. You know how it be. It helps with the algorithm, of course, but it also helps me, the human, know if you guys want to see this. Especially with the VOD review is like a relatively new thing. So if you guys like this, you want to see more of it, you can let me know through those interactions. If you don't, then you can also let me know. I want to make things you guys want to watch at the end of the day, right? Besides that, I also stream. I'm doing it right now. I stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time, except for Fridays. So if you want to come by and hang out, link in the description down there. I think you have a good time. Also, Vermilion Runs, thanks for the follow. I think I missed you earlier. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Also, link in the description for a Discord server right there. You can join. It's a nice place to learn about the game. You know, make some friends, good community. If you do join, exclamation mark Discord in the stream too. If you're there and you're not there, but if you are in the stream and you're not in the Discord, I recommend exclamation mark Discord. Take you there. But yeah, also, it's a nice place to learn about the game, make some friends. But if you do join, be nice, or I'll shoot you in the head in Minecraft. I have no problems banning guys at this point. We have 700 people in there. We don't need you if you're gonna be an asshole. Most importantly, hope you guys had a great time hanging out today. As always, I know I sure did. Always fun to see, you kind of like take things back to first principles like this and see what we could get improved like a B rank Belial. Hope you found this useful, Azure. I'll at you when this video goes up, I suppose. You can take a look at it. For now, though, that's going to do it for me. Having a lot of fun. Granblue, gonna be a lot more coming your way. But until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace.